What's up? What's up? It's your boy Mean Joe Green, aka Prince of the Ghetto, coming again. And I want to just mention this real quick. What I want to mention is I want to talk about principles. What these young kids need, they need principles. Principles is what turns a boy into a man. Principles is what turns a girl into a woman. And they need to be learning these principles as small as as soon as they come out the womb, if you can. But really at an early age, 2, 3, and 4, it's time to start teaching these kids principles. Like, they need to understand when they're young. I know a lot of them, they don't know what they really want to do, but if they can get a mind on what they want to do, like, just say for instance, they may be 5 years old. I want to be a firefighter. You need to start putting stuff in play for them to be a firefighter. Maybe put it on a cartoon about firefighters. Now we got the internet. They can go look. You can go look up firefighters in action. Cartoons of firefighters in action. You know, as parents, we need to catch that. You know, catch these kids, talk to them, get in their head. If it's a young boy, he may say, "I want to be a football player." Put it on some football. Let them be around football players. You know, if you're a woman, a single woman with a son. Let the male figure in his life teach him and show him about football. Buy him a football. You know, you got to keep reminding them and setting a play for him so he can understand this the football, this what I want to be. He can always understand, okay, this is cartoon, the football. Oh, okay, the football game on. Oh, I'm going to see what's going on. They go to learning it and they go to practicing it. And on their free time, when they playing with their friends, they make it tell their friends on they outside playing football. You see what I'm saying? These kids, they need principles. You know what I'm saying? Like parents, at a young age, teach your kids to tell the truth. Tell them, don't lie, you know what I'm saying? Tell the truth. If this what happened, I want to know. Tell the truth. I always tell the truth. You see what I'm saying? As they young, these kids be getting these ideas, telling the truth, being honest. You know what I'm saying? Speak your mind. Why they doing that at a young age? What you think when they get older, what they gonna become or how they gonna be? You see, in a lot of these households, the parents, hell, half of them, they never work. They ain't got principles. So you know what the kid, they child gonna be. You know, and I know as adults, you know, we have busy lives and all that, but we still have to take time. I don't care if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to talk and get it and see where your kids' head is. Talk to them and see where they at, and you can give them a quick advice then. You know, and while you at work, you'll know, like, nah, my child, he may like hockey. You at work, well, you thinking to yourself, I'm gonna get him this hockey set. You talking to them about hockey. You coming up with ideas to the child, what they really want to be. You come up with ideas of how you can help them in the best way how you can help them. But the more you keep talking to them and reminding them about their goal, their mind gonna stay on it, and they gonna keep going forward with it the best way that they can. I feel that's where to get them kids a better life. You know, instead of you just letting the internet raising them. I know a lot of parents, you just feed them, get out of my face. And then they friends getting raised the same way. And all them on the internet, they looking at guns. They listening to this drill music. Now they want a body. You see the principles that they getting? That's how it start. They start when they looking up to their rapper. He talking about it. They on the internet, look at this M16. They ready to shoot a gun. They thinking that it's cool. They glorifying bodies. So now your child in the streets, when you at work, he thinking about a body. His mind, his principle, he backwards. And you wonder why these young kids out here shooting up everything. Because they think that's what popular. They grew up without principles. You see, we as parents, or if you just a friend to the kid, you can throw advice to them. You know, these kids, they need to come up with principles. That way they mind to be on something, and they mind to be, I want to do this. They having fun doing what they trying to become. Instead of you writing them off and letting them, they get on this internet and this to me, that's the wrong route. They finna go another route. Now they hanging with their friends smoking weed. They already headed in the wrong direction. The parents sometimes don't even know. The kids, 10 o'clock at night, you don't even know where your child is. And they only 12, 13 years old. You know that they out in 12, 13 in the streets, 10, it's 10 at night, they up to no good. See, as a parent, you got to catch them while they're young, man, and give them kids, they need principles. That's what will help them child when they become adults be better people. So, you know, I was just thinking about this, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm raising kids myself, and I'm out whenever I get the chance. When the NBA game on, like I got a son, he want to play ball, check this out. His mind stay on there. All he do is shoot ball and work out trying to get better at his craft, at what he do. And I'm there to talk to him and be like, you doing right, you know. Stand on it. If you want whatever your child want to become, make them stand on it. That's at a young age, while they 6, 7, and 8. You got to play how the kids play. Put it on cartoons on what they love. You know, that's what grabbing their attention. If they on the internet, put it on a YouTube channel or something that they like, that they want to do. Whether it's a female, she want to be a nurse, play something about them at the doctor all the time, being a nurse. And tell them, this how you got to use this how you got to use that. See, now her mind on this. She learning at the same time. And then I can't wait till I go to nursing school. She ready, because she already got a mind of how it gonna go. And that's what she want to do. And you steady giving them principles, you steady building them up. That make them kids, yeah, this my lane. Instead of you a woman, you got your daughter, and she want to be fast with her other friend. They out in the streets looking for boys, or grown men trying to be grown. Now she got a kid at 14 years old, and just don't know her life finna be hard as hell raising. These kids need principles. Us as parents at a young age, catch them kids at a young age. If they old, still try to drill principles in them. You got to talk to them, see where they head is. You the parent. That's your child, you know how they move. It's a way you can talk to them and get around in front of them and make them do what you want them to do as a parent. But see, the problem is these parents don't put in the effort and time with these kids, because they got problems. They let life whoop their ass. But as life whooping your ass, take some time out for your child to put them in play so they can go into the right direction. And you need to be watching. You could tell if they scrolling in the right direction or not as a parent. I'm beginning to see it's just like a lot of parents just don't care. You know? And that's sad if it's that way, you know. So I'm just here to say, man, as a parent, an uncle, or a neighbor, if you can grab these kids by their collar and talk to them and set principles in play and ask them what they want to do and support them and keep showing them how to do it step by step, that kid gonna process that in and move in that way. Instead of moving in the streets in the wrong direction, you steering them in the right direction, so that they can have a better and healthier life and become something, you know. That's what I see, you know. These kids need principles. Principles will let these kids become better people and have a better life. And you as a parent that steered their kid in that better life, I don't know how I feel, but I want to feel it one day. As a parent, you would feel so goddamn good because you know that you put in the work and did what you needed to do to get your child right, or that child. And I feel that's a blessing that you will get one day. And God, it was right. Hey, it is what it is, man. If you can teach these kids principle, because that's what they missing. That's why these kids out of hand now. Because as growing up, they didn't have any principles in their life. And that's the key. Straight up. It's your boy Mean Joe Green. Love. I'm about